that's a pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make it jump. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, when you're supposed to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't nothing new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family. So for real, who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my way.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets.
We play to win. Let's go!
Like 319! I don't think you got it. Stop. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Go, go, go.
Hey, orbit.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Smooth.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the flag.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run here with Singletary. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 9. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Switch. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, New York.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From just shy of midfield, Prescott got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike, 49. Squeeze, double.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Push him back.
Prescott from the gun. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert! Back. Check 3, check. Half. Alert!
On 2nd down, Singletary. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some change? Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Singletary. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Now Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got it complete to Anderson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 49
to Mike.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. On second down now, Singletary. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd down, it's Bell. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll go again with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down, New York.
Here we go. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 26.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Singletary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Well, now they'll try the end around. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, Delta. Right there.
Allen now looks to throw. Open man here is Foster. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 41's the mic.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Kill. Turn up. Monday. Turn up. Watch twist. General West. Twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Here's Prescott. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Prescott. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming. Regular. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Singletary. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Come on, D. Motion.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
45. Focus, defense, focus. Middle. 45 is the mark. And I'm coming after you. Stop.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
56.
Again, it's Yeldon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Buffalo, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it'll wrap up a dreadful 4-12 campaign. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
and I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems.